You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your Young and the Restless 2-week spoilers. These run from Monday, September 25th, all the way through Friday, October 6, 2023. There is a bunch of Sally, Nick, and Adam action. There's Danny Romalotti, which a lot of people seem not to be too excited about. There's some Jack and Billy stuff. There's Victor and Victoria, and Adam getting shocked by his dad. I've got dated spoilers for every week of the coming week, the 25th through the 29th, and a couple of undated spoilers, as well as a roster of undated but sizzling spoilers for the second week as well. Before I dig in, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless updates. And now let's dig right in. On Monday the 25th, Phyllis Summers oversteps. She goes too far. She's desperate for the $2 million that Tucker offered her because she has to pay the insurance company back. And she isn't going to make it at any minimum wage job in Genoa City. And plus, really nobody wants to hire her. Although Daniel, her son, said he would to hire her at Omega Spear, but she said no because she needs quick cash. And she has promised the universe this will be the last shady thing she ever does. And then she's going to go straight. I think we all know that's true. If God was listening, I think he'll know it was true as well. So what Tucker wanted her to do and what she did, even though she knew it was clearly wrong, was she moved funds from Jabot's account into Billy's personal bank account. She left a glaring and obvious trail to set Billy up to look like he is embezzling from the family business. He has been extremely careless with Jabot's money in the past. It's been a few years, but there is a precedent for this kind of behavior. So Tucker's pretty clever in doing it this way. I will say that. We also have Jack suspecting that Billy has ulterior motives. Jack confronts Billy about him going to Devon to tell him he thinks Tucker's up to something when Jack said, "Don't do that." But he went anyway. The guys are having trust issues, and then Billy tells him that Adam has info they need on Tucker, and he encourages Jack to get the info out of Adam because they have a good relationship where he and Adam just, barely tolerate the other one breathing. Also on Monday, we're going to have Sally kind of irritated by Adam because he keeps wanting to talk about the kiss and he keeps saying he thinks she really loves him. She doesn't like him pressuring her like that, and she's kind of pushing back with both hands. And then she comes back upstairs to her room at the GCAC and finds a nice flower arrangement sent to her by Nick, who is still out of town. So action there too. Tuesday, the 26th, has Mamie dropping in on the Abbott family. She says she's back for more than just a visit. I do think that she's the one who might have purchased those Chancellor Winter shares from Victor, but we'll see. That will definitely really tick off Jill, so I'm there for it. And I'm excited to see Jill back in person. I'm assuming they're going to have a face-to-face showdown in the next week or two. We also have Victor warning Victoria Newman. He is writing her another harsh reality check. I don't know how much more harsh it can get, but we're going to find out on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, and I cannot wait for this, Victor calls in Adam and is going to give Adam the chance to do what he said he wanted to do, to start from the bottom and work his way up. But Victor's not sending him to the mailroom, and he's not going to put his desk in the men's room like he did years ago. Nope. He's going to make him Nate Hastings' assistant. And you know that Nate is not going to like that. Victoria is not going to like that. I think Adam might find it funny. I don't know. If Adam is sincere, as he says he is, about rebuilding trust with the family, he's going to do whatever crap job that the mustache gives him. And I think it's real funny. I am very interested in seeing Nate telling Adam to get him coffee, pick up his dry cleaning. You know that Nate is going to abuse him. That is my suspicion, and I'm there for it. This is kind of interesting to me. As much as I get tired of the business plots, this is hilarious. Mamie runs into Nate Hastings, speaking of Nate, and she gives him a warm greeting, but then she also has some things to say to him because she knows how he betrayed Devon and Lily, whom she adores as well. Meanwhile, Victoria tries to bargain with Nick. It looks like Nick is back in town by Wednesday, and I'm sure this is some kind of deal like, help me take down Dad, help me prove to the board that Dad's incompetent, irrational, losing his mind because he's 80, something like that. I just don't think Nick is going to want to wade back into that swamp, but we'll see. Thursday, September 28th, Diane finds out something stunning. I wonder if it's Diane that spots the sign of the embezzlement. Don't know. That's just what I'm wondering. Danny Romalotti shows up on Thursday and surprises Phyllis, and we know from false spoilers that he's going to be stuck between Redd and Cricket again, and a lot of fans, honestly, most comments I've seen are like, don't want this plot. No, thank you. I feel you. I sympathize, but it's happening. Josh Griffith doesn't care what any of the fans want. He's the head writer, and he's been working throughout this strike. He's never stopped, so there's no excuse for what Y&R is doing. It's the same head writer. So he's just going to keep doing what he's doing, and this is one of the things that he is doing. Tucker McCall hits back at Jack on Thursday, and we'll see if he's making snarky comments about Billy or whatever. Then Friday rolls around. Audra has a secret, and she tells someone. I know a lot of people are hoping that she's going to turn up pregnant, and she's been in bed with, two men recently, both Tucker and Kyle. And I don't know who I would want if she is pregnant. And I'm not saying she is. The spoiler just says she has a secret and tells someone. The secret could be that she's conspiring with her ex against Jabot. So I could see her telling Nate something like that, But a lot of people are wondering if it is a baby bombshell. If it is, it would be messy because obviously there would be a who's the daddy story. I don't feel like that's the secret simply because she just slept with Tucker and she doesn't seem interested in Kyle. She had that one miscarriage with Noah that she said ended their relationship. So I'm just not sure. We'll see what her secret is on Friday. Phyllis stands firm with Jack. Obviously, they have another showdown. I'm sure it's going to be as pleasant as the last one. Maybe he actually accuses her of hacking into Billy's accounts to help Tucker because everybody knows that she is a hacker. So, and Billy is in a position where he has to defend himself on Friday. That ties back to an undated spoiler of Jack finds out he's been deceived at work. So I do wonder if he's going to fall for this scam and believe that Billy embezzled the money or not. All right, 2 undated spoilers for the week. Victor announces something shocking to the business world, and Billy threatens Tucker. Billy knows he didn't embezzle, and he's going to know that this was Tucker, and he's going to know why Tucker was doing it. And he's also going to know that Phyllis helped because remember, Billy saw her go upstairs to his room. The only way that Tucker and Phyllis can really cover up the fact that she did this is if they pretend that they're having an affair and that's why she went up to his room, was just to bang him. I don't know. It's so messy. All right, we're going to dig into the spoilers for the week of October 2nd through the 6th in just 1 second. But if you haven't already, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates. Definitely click a like if you're enjoying this 2-week spoilers update and drop your comments on what you're excited to see out of these 2 weeks. All right. So the week of October 2nd, Sally comes clean to Nick about something. I wonder if she is going to tell him that Adam kissed her. If she does, Nick is going to have a nuclear meltdown. And I feel certain that he is going to confront Adam. What I wonder is if he would actually punch him or something like that. You know that Nick tends to like to get violent now and then. So we'll see. There's nothing else I can think of that Sally would confess to Nick about unless it's something like, oh, I had dinner with your brother. But that doesn't seem like a big deal. But the kiss, that is a big deal. So then we have a stranger showing up in town the week of October 2nd. That should be Claire Grace, the new girl played by Haley Aaron, whose face should look familiar to longtime Y&R watchers because she used to play like 14, 15-year-old Abby Newman way back in the day. But she's a newcomer and she's going to be working at Newman Media. Victor makes a promise to Nikki the week of October 2nd, and Nate lays down some ground rules. I wonder if those are ground rules for Adam, and if so, what they're going to be and how bad that Adam is going to chafe at working for Nate. I do kind of feel like that Victor is trying to, with this deal where he's demoted Victoria and everything, I almost feel like he's trying to open up her eyes to the kind of schemer and disloyal bastard that Nate is, because you can't tell Victoria anything about whatever guy she's dating. She won't believe it. You know, she doesn't believe it until it blows up in her face. And maybe Victor has learned by now to just try something different. So this is fun because this stuff with him taking her CEO seat and putting Adam under Nate, he could be testing all three of them. You know, he loves to play chess, and that seems like what he's doing in this case. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in for this 2-week spoilers update. Come back soon for more on Y&R right here at Soap Dirt on YouTube. And this has been Belinda.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.